You know the story.
Oh, touchdown! Mill Valley into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints.
Coach Applebee, let's light this candle.
Play it.
First of all, congratulations so far on another successful season, 9-1 and in search of another state championship.
5 consecutive state titles in Class 5A. That sounds fitting. Now in search of the uber rare 6P.
Only 2 teams in the history of Kansas have ever done that. What does it mean for your program to be mentioned in that prestigious conversation?
Well, it just means our kids put in a lot of hard work. The one thing we appreciate about them the most is that they show up every day and they focus on the day that they're in, you know, and they try to be the best versions of themselves in the moment.
Let's go, boys! I think one of the storylines of this season for this team has been momentum. Started off 101 and then you rattled off 8 straight after taking a week 2 bump against one of the best teams on the other side of the border, still undefeated, at least some in North. What would you say was a turning point after week 2 for your squad?
Well, it's always good to challenge yourself, and facing at least Summit North is a heck of a challenge, and so they're a great team. We really wanted to see where we were at, physically, what we were doing schematically. I really feel like our kids took that challenge and kind of ran with it after that.
Your guys, they've learned about themselves a lot this season. Everyone in the area is learning this guy's name.
The 5, Reggie Reese puts Mill Valley on top.
I mean, that name just screams superstar. He had a $185 rushing last season, and now here he is flirting with 2,000 yards.
10-5, touchdown Mill Valley.
How would you describe his junior year and what's been the turning point for him?
Well, one is his work ethic. He has tremendous work ethic, and the other thing is he's humble. And I think he'd be the first person to tell you that it's a lot of his accomplishments are to do with the offensive line in front of him, and the tight ends that are in front of him. He knows it's a team. That's what I love about him. He's never going to boast. He's never going to do those kinds of things. He's going to put his head down and work every single day, which allows him to have a lot of success. And that's what I love about him. He's humble and hungry.
And you got a stud on the other side of the ball who makes his own kind of impact.
In trouble and sacked by Woods.
Jada Woods.
He packs a wallop, doesn't he?
4-star recruit. And what can you say about your senior standout right there?
He makes an impact just about every play, people, tend to kind of game plan around him a little bit or try to.
In trouble, loses the football.
And another thing, again, going back to what we talked about Reggie, he's a humble and hungry kid, and he is a team first kid, and that's what I love about him. He's going to do whatever he can to help this team win.
Let's get back to that highly coveted 6-Pete and the one standing in your way.
Into the end zone, touchdown Saints.
The Saints of St. Thomas Aquinas. The last 12 matchups against these guys split right down the middle, 6-6 against each other. What exactly makes this rivalry so iconic?
I think the kids, to be honest with you. I think our kids enjoy playing them. It really is no different this week than it would be any other opponent. We respect the heck out of Aquinas. But our kids, a lot of them know each other, and so I think that kind of helps. I guess just the number of matchups we've had over the number of years probably was why people think that it's such an iconic, rivalry. We know it's going to be a challenge, just as every time we've played them. And so, but it's a challenge that our kids really, really look forward to and enjoy. They're good. They're very, very good. They execute very well, offensively, defensively, and in their special teams. So that's the typical Aquinas we see. And so it's going to be no different this Friday.